Shoko will do best.
The Count said that Kana was defective. Looking back, she was always different from the other knights. She said she was happy for another knight's promotion, and shed tears over someone else's injury during a mission. I couldn't show any signs of weakness in front of Kana, because I was born to protect her. But now the Kana I had to protect, Antos.
For the divine and merciful, the golden ring was the perfect.
You saw a web-shell turtle attack?
The thing you must be most afraid.
It looks like you cleaned.
My twin brother, Sawney.
When I first went,
Viscount Cruz.
Once upon a time. It's a well-known secret.
those research
I have witnessed.
the Olympia.
The reason why most...
Since the moment the soul of... I believe Liam.
Although rare,
The primal Simus became struck. My. What? In Redonimo.
I've never seen a...
It is a well-known fact. King Alden stare at the horizon using dependent Prince Lo.
This is the list, Haven. The relationship between King Alden... What a cute child.
Morris was once the deputy captain of the Aphros Guards. I fell in love with his leadership that shined bright like the stars in the barren wasteland. That was how we naturally fell in love. Just like anyone else, we wanted a normal, happy family. But a normal, happy family requires a lot of money. Morris began using his position to steal valuables from Runehold.
This must be the world Ilya created for herself. Ilya has always been disappointed by the world around her, which is why she created this place, to find peace. The space inside is heavily distorted. If I'm correct, Ilya must have caused these distortions herself. The path to Ilya must be somewhere inside the distortion. Please be careful. I'm sensing unusual energy around here.
Ilya, my darling. You got a perfect score again? That's amazing. Let's all go out tonight for a delicious meal. Oh, your mother prepared a gift for you. Would you like to guess what's inside?
Please, dear. There's no need to tease our daughter. Ilya, it must have been hard helping Bonnie with his studies. Good job. I'm so proud that you're growing up to be such a good girl. Oh, Ilya. You know I love you very much, right?
Of course. Mom, Dad, I love you both too. More than anything I can imagine.
Solve these hard problems so easily. I haven't even finished reviewing the things you taught me yet. I see why everyone calls you a genius whenever I see you. I'm so glad to have you as my sister. Hey, sis, please keep teaching me even if I get something wrong, okay? I really want to join the academy, just like you.
Of course, Bonnie. I'll do anything I can to help you. Let me know if you need anything else for your studies, okay? I won't give up on you. Even if you get the same problem wrong 100 times. I'll keep teaching you until you learn how to do it. I'm going to take care of you, so you can count on me, Bonnie. So long since we became friends. I'm so glad that I get to be with you on your birthday again. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since we went to school together. Do you remember when the boys tripped me in the hallway? I nearly cried because I was so embarrassed and hurt from the fall. Do you know how thankful I was when you came to help me up? Yeah, I do remember that. You cried a lot back then. But that was just because you were embarrassed, right? I know your crush was walking by when you fell. You know, Humos. I've never seen you cry like that before. It just reminded me that you still need me to look after you. You're right, Zoe. Now stop making fun of me. How did you know I had a crush on Humos? You know me too well. I guess this is why you can never hide anything from your best friend.
Zoe once said something in one of the lacrimas we saw. That she wanted to attend school together with Ilya. This lacrima must be based off of those memories. The Ilya that's portrayed here seems to be smiling happily. It's evident that Ilya was very fond of Zoe. Maybe Cypress and I could have been like this as well if we were closer. Two best friends who can look back and smile at their embarrassing memories together. Do you think Ilya created this creature as well? It feels a little different from the distorted lacrima. At first, I thought Ilya had decided to live inside her own paradise, far away from reality. But this creature suggests that Ilya is aware that these distortions she made are nothing but lies. If only Ilya could experience more happiness in the real world, then she wouldn't have to resort to lies. Just like how your kindness toward me managed to touch my heart, Rune Hunter.
Ilya! Humos! Thanks for inviting me to your wedding. I wish you nothing but happiness in your future.
Humos! So you finally got married to Ilya. Congratulations. You two were always perfect for each other, even in our school days.
Thanks for coming, everyone. I still can't believe it. For someone as beautiful as Ilya to be my bride. Ilya, I promise to make you happy no matter what happens. You can always rely on me when you're tired. I'll stay with you wherever you go.
Humos, I can't stop crying, even though today's supposed to be a happy day. Maybe I'm overwhelmed that we'll be together forever. I'll never forget the feelings you showed me today.
I'm glad I found you before it's too late. As you can see, I don't have much time left. My body is gradually disappearing. I think it started from my toes. By the time I realized the severity of the situation, I had already lost everything up to my knees. That's when I remembered hearing about the death of a phantom jester. When the time comes, the fog that makes up our bodies slowly dissipates into the air. At first, I was terrified. My body is That's when I remembered hearing about the death of a phantom jester. When the time comes, the fog that makes up our bodies slowly dissipates into the air. At first, I was terrified that my time had come. But then, I took solace in the fact that I could still move freely. You see, there's something that I wanted to tell you. I'm sure you're busy, but could you spare me a moment of your time? Please, meet me inside. I'd like to see more things before my body disappears completely.
Master Ilya, I've finally become a captain of the Navy. Guess what I saw during the ceremonial voyage today? A group of Denevs approached and circled around our ship, as if they were congratulating me on my achievement. I've never seen anything like it, even after countless voyages. And it was all possible thanks to your guidance, Master Ilya. Thank you, Master Ilya. You taught me what it means to share a bond with this world.
That's wonderful, Askarina. Congratulations. I knew you could do it the moment I laid my eyes on you. Why don't we just put aside everything for today and throw a party? A grand feast, enough to make up for the time we spent apart.
To be honest, I followed you for a while after guiding you to the entrance. I was a little nervous about letting you go in all alone. You were the first guest we've had in 20 years. The fog specters would be swarming all over you. I worried that you would not be able to see the place safely. Thankfully, the fog specters did not pose any threat to you. And I felt a little foolish for my meddling. However, because I followed you inside, I was able to view the Lacrimas. I was so focused on writing plays that I had no idea such things existed on this mountain. After viewing the stories in the Lacrimas, I noticed that the plot was very similar to the scripts I had written. Ginger the Human and Bonnie, Young Wolf Canny and the Manhunters, Evening, Primrose Rosette, and Ilya, who longed for Humos's love. That is why I wanted to meet the creator of the Lacrimas and ask them if we have ever met in the past. Oh, I felt very dizzy just now. I'd like to sit down for a bit. Could you please look for a place I can rest up ahead?
You've lived a good life, Ilya. Despite all the hardships. Good work. I know better than anyone that you always did your best, so you have nothing to be ashamed of. I'll cherish and care for you even more from now on, because you are someone who deserves to be loved.
That feels a lot better. I'm sorry for making... Oh, that feels a lot better. I'm sorry for making you take care of me like this. Thank you. Did I mention that I want to meet the creator of the Lacrimus? However, I have no idea where to start looking. I remember that you came to this mountain in search of someone. But there is no guarantee that the person you were looking for created the Lacrimus. Then I ran into you again, while mindlessly wandering around the mountain. You were intensely focused upon the play I had written at the time. That's when I realized that this was what I was waiting for. I was born for this moment. Finally meeting my audience. Oh, it's already... Time really does fly, doesn't it? Do you remember that I had something that I wanted to tell you? I should hurry before it's too late. My dear guest, thank you for enjoying my stories. Regardless of the reason, you helped discover my small presence within this mountain. And thanks to you, I was finally able to complete my story. My body may be disappearing, but I am satisfied with this ending. I am absolutely thrilled that I can enjoy this moment with you. How did you like the play? I'd like to hear it from my first and final audience.
Rune Hunter, I sense a powerful presence beyond this point. The lacrimas here show us an image of Ilia speaking to herself. I believe that Ilia, the Zodiac Master of Hera, lies directly ahead. It almost feels like we're going to meet someone we know, thanks to her stories that guided us here. Rune Hunter, are you ready? I am prepared to make sure that the time we have spent together was not in vain.
Oh, human like something. You're fucking lucky. Croco, make good weapons. You're fucking lucky. Croco, make good weapons. Kuroko can do everything. Say the word. Kuroko make.
been a while since I had any visitors. The path leading here must have been difficult. What has brought you all the way up here to me?
I bring a message from Count Zid of Arcus. Zodiac Master Ilya, the world is in danger due to the return of serpents. Please, lend us your mighty strength, and grant us your divine guidance.
It seems that your words do not align with the contents of this letter. Master Ilya, if you are reading this letter...
Then I believe my plans have failed to manifest in this world. The Rune Hunter, who should have arrived with my daughter, wants to save Prince Favina, who once served as a vessel for serpents. It is a universal truth that danger is like a weed and can be difficult to remove once it is too late. I am prepared to endure anything in order to ensure peace. I ask that you kill my daughter and her companion, who should have arrived at Mount Inex, so that I may be free from the Oath of Blood to remove the vessel.
From the Margrave of Ordemus, Zid Arcus.
Master Ilya, please. You must help us.
How interesting. Illuminate me to your struggles. Why should I leave the perfect world that I created and grant you my assistance? And for what reason have you chosen to walk this path?
Master Ilya, please listen to me. I gave up everything I had to come here to protect my sincere feelings. In the world I was living in, I was forced to bring suffering to others, regardless of my intentions. I would be lying if I said I wasn't afraid of going against the order that once controlled my every action. But I was able to find my courage thanks to the Rune Hunter beside me. Master Ilya, this Rune Hunter is trying to save their friend, along with the world, from the evil influence of serpents. And Perhaps you will be able to assist them much better than I can. You can do anything, kill me if you'd like, but please, just help the Rune Hunter. I ask you to do this.
So you are prepared to give up your own life for them. I see you are more determined than you look. But dear Kana, how can I possibly kill you? You're the guest I've been waiting for all this time. Watching your story has helped me realize the only thing that can save me from my own past is the future, created with my own hands. So, please, I ask that you continue showing me the shining story that belongs to you.
After a long, demanding journey, you discovered that the Zodiac Master of Hira was none other than Ilya, the protagonist of the story that was being told across Mount Enebs. Upon seeing her ability to control the thick fog according to her will, you couldn't help but feel awe at the amount of time she must have spent until now. After listening to your story, Zodiac Master Ilya promised to lend you her powers in order to stop Serpent's resurrection. However, just like Salvis said, Ilya reiterated that you will need the help of more Zodiac Masters other than herself, and advised you to find the other Zodiac Masters along with Kana. There were currently 8 Zodiac Masters known in the world, including Salvis of Trier and Ilya of Hira. Following Ilya's advice, you decided to head to Nemera, a nation of civil engineering, to seek wisdom from another Zodiac Master.
루난타님, 일리아님께로부터 전원이 도착했습니다. 레오의 폭풍이 네메라의 길목을 막고 있어 길을 여는데 시간이 걸린다고 하시네요. 네메라라면 개방적인 국가로 알고 있는데 가는 길이 모두 막혀 있다니. 네메라에 무슨 일이라도 생긴 걸까요? 그렇지 않아도 살루토에도 요새 심상치 않은 사건들이 벌어지고 있다고 하던데 이 모든 게 서펜스의 부활과 관련된 일은 아닌지 걱정이 되는군요. 일단은 자세한 상황을 파악하는 게 우선되어야 할 것 같네요. 저는 일리아님을 도울 테니 룬헌터님께서는 지금 일어난 현상에 대한 조사를 해주...
Oh, human like something.
I've been waiting for you. By Captain Kristen's orders, we will be investigating Saludo with you. The rune hunters gathered here called the device Captain Kristen mentioned the Chaos Statue. There are many mysteries surrounding the device, so it would be wise to investigate it with other rune hunters.
오랜만이야, 루넌터. 요새 살루토의 상황이 어떤지 알려달라고? 너도 대충은 알고 있을 텐데 아주 난리도 아니라는 거. 카오스 던전에서 서펜스 신상이 발견되질 않나. 광맥이 침범하질 않나. 이번에는 고대 문헌에나 기록된 고대종이 발견된다는 소문이 있어. 피해를 입었다는 루넌터들이 속출하고 있어서 빠르게 조치를 해야 할 듯한데 혹시 시간이 된다면 네가 이번 사건을 조사해주지 않겠어?
Wow, you're that rune hunter. Do you remember me? I don't know how long it's been, but I'm really happy to see you again. I'm sure you came here for the Chaos Statue as well, right? From what I heard, the Chaos Statue is the biggest interest amongst all rune hunters. I think it's because the existence of the Chaos Statue was announced through the Guild. By the way, do you know how to activate the Chaos Statue? I don't know everything about it, but I'll try to explain it to you as much as I can. think I told you everything I know, but do you want to know something? Biologist Vinces is here to collect various information. He's a famous researcher who's passionate about creatures, and I'm sure he's interested in the creatures inside the Chaos Dungeons. I believe Vinces has a Chaos card that is used to enter the statue. Maybe you should talk to him. Good luck.